The Lagena brothers and their team are working on a small island off Nova Scotia's southern coast to find hidden treasures. The island is thought to hold valuable items left by different historical figures over time, and the TV show, The Curse of Oak Island, follows every detail of their search. The team often meets in the war room, where they are always excited and ready to dive into any new leads. However, they haven't found much yet. Just a few ancient Roman coins and a lead cross that could be linked to the Knights Templar. This cross discovery has led them to do a more careful, archaeology-focused excavation to check for more similar items. A spooky twist to their search is the legend of a curse that claims 7 people must die before the treasure can be discovered. So far, 6 deaths have been linked to this hunt, a dark fact that hangs over their efforts. Still, the team keeps going, hoping they won't end up as part of this frightening statistic. Every step forward just brings up more questions. Now they're thinking about building a big steel dam to dig deeper, which means they need to bring in more heavy equipment and spend more money. They've hired a crew to build a large crane pad, but by a strange twist of fate, it ended up right where they want to dig next. This mistake shows how their enthusiasm sometimes gets ahead of their planning. As time goes on, they find very little. Every small discovery is celebrated and closely examined for any importance, but these moments usually lead to more guesses rather than clear answers. The TV show thrives on this cycle, keeping viewers hooked with the promise of big discoveries that always seem just out of reach. As another day starts on the island, the team faces the upcoming challenges with determination and a realization that setbacks are likely. But the possibility of what might be buried underground, the stories, the history, and potential treasure is enough to keep them coming back, shovels in hand, ready to dig again at a spot where old drainage systems once converged on their way to what is known as the original money pit. As they dig deeper, the team faces big problems that really test their determination and stretch their resources. The crane pad sitting right over an important spot was a major headache, not just because it was in the way physically, but also because of all the red tape involved in moving it. Working alongside the Irving equipment operators was crucial, but moving the crane, the largest piece of equipment, was a logistical challenge in itself. In conclusion, the Lagena brothers and their team are determined to find hidden treasures on Oak Island, despite facing numerous failures and setbacks. Their unwavering commitment to the search and their dedication to their mission make them a force to be reckoned with in the world of treasure hunting. The team of Rick, Marty, and Dave Blankenship embarked on a mission to uncover the hidden treasures of Smith's Cove, an area of significant interest. They faced numerous obstacles, including the crane pad dilemma, regulatory compliance, and logistical challenges. They planned meticulously in the war room and visited Smith's Cove to consult with Billy, an experienced archaeologist. Laird Niven recommended they first try to reach the slipway with their equipment, which would allow them to carefully clear and inspect the area. With some water drained away, the team gained access to previously unreachable parts of Smith's Cove, revealing a concrete wall, a stone box drain, and the remains of an old wharf or slipway that treasure hunter Gilbert Heaton first discovered back in 1836. A metal detector indicated there were metal objects beneath the surface, leading to the discovery of what seemed to be a spear tip or other type of ancient weapon, similar to findings from the southern part of the island. This suggested they were very close to the original money pit, an area of significant interest. The team's quest involved navigating through paperwork and securing permits, as well as digging through layers of history. The possibility that ancient Romans might have reached the New World long before Christopher Columbus was particularly captivating for the team. The potential Roman spear point they discovered hinted at the site's ancient origins and raised the exciting possibility of uncovering more valuable items rumored to be hidden in what they referred to as the original money pit. As Gary and his team continued to explore more of Smith's Cove, Rick, his brother Marty, and Dave Blankenship focused on the money pit area. They met with Vanessa Lucio and Mike Jardine from Irving Equipment Limited to discuss how best to access the underground structures beneath their equipment. As they progressed, the ground began to give way, creating a dangerous situation that underscored the challenges and risks of their venture. When the Irving Equipment Limited team managed to stabilize the developing sinkhole, the area still remained too dangerous for more exploration. When their usual method of exploration was blocked, they switched gears to a different strategy, planning to reach what they believed to be the original location of the Money Pit's vault by using an older tunnel known as Shaft 6. Rick was optimistic that this less direct route would bring them success. Their commitment to Shaft 6 showed their determination to keep going despite challenges. This ongoing search makes one wonder about what drives people to hunt for treasures. Is it a genuine interest in historical finds, or is the chance of finding wealth the main attraction? As the team digs deeper, they uncover layers of the earth and possibly the deeper reasons behind their relentless efforts. Most recently, they discovered a 19th century tunnel, part of an earlier failed attempt to reach the Money Pit from below. The Lagena brothers, along with Alex Lagena and Tony Sampson, were on a mission to uncover the hidden treasures of Oak Island. They were excited about the latest data from the southern shores of the island, provided by the Center for Geographic Sciences. One of the images showed a triangular shape sticking up from the seafloor, which Marty Lagena believed was crucial to explore further. The team had found evidence of what might be a second flood tunnel near the island, which could validate some of their theories about intricate defenses built around the island to protect whatever was hidden there. The waters around Oak Island have seen a lot of ships over the years, so finding old anchors or other ship parts wouldn't be surprising. Each new discovery fuels their hope, yet Oak Island doesn't easily give up its hidden treasures. The excitement of a potential find often meets the harsh reality that it might just lead to another dead end. Whether this latest clue will help solve the history of the island or simply be another piece in their exploration remains to be seen. Nevertheless, the possibility that each clue could be the key to treasure keeps them coming back for more. As the day began, the Oak Island team was already busy, their excitement mixed with a familiar sense of urgency. Today, they focused on an object thought to be a boat anchor, discovered in the cold North Atlantic waters. Rick, perhaps more hopeful than convinced, insisted on a thorough examination of this artifact before moving forward. Alex and another diver, both trained for this type of work, volunteered for the dive, perhaps a bit too quickly. This dive wasn't particularly deep, just 28 feet below the surface, but it was crucial in their ongoing search. On land at Smith's Cove, the scene was just as repetitive. Gary Drayton and a few others were digging tirelessly, moving soil and rocks, but finding very little. Joined by Alex Lagena, Peter Fornetti, Jack Begley, and Tony Sampson, the team prepared for another dive with a routine that had become all too familiar. The so-called anchor, now considered a potential clue, was just one of many underwater items they had chased before. Its importance was discussed not because it was valuable by itself, but because it offered a new focal point in their ongoing search. The atmosphere was a mix of cautious hope and dull routine. Switching from the usual land-based searches, the team, led by Jack, ventured into the sea. They investigated an unusual triangular structure protruding from the ocean floor, directly aligned with the infamous Money Pit. This alignment made them wonder if the structure was connected to the island's second flood tunnel system, which could potentially lead back to the Money Pit. Jack and his team had hoped for a simple treasure hunt on land, but now their search had extended into the ocean, complicating their quest significantly. Their determination was strong, nearly obsessive. The treasure hunt had evolved from an exciting adventure into a complex challenge, with each discovery leading to more questions than answers.